Yeah, Nick, great to be here in Darwin. And first up, some freestyle welterweight karate action here. And the night has been promoted the Night of the Gladiators. Patterson Player Promotions.
I'll tell you something, this is for a title too. It's for the WKA freestyle welterweight karate title, so there's plenty online here. And you've got Steve Tran there in the white trunks. He can do things all right with the black belt on. That's enough to scare anybody away. And also Dennis Crawford with the red with the green piping there.
And he'd be a favourite of yours for rugby league followers. Those, of course, are the famous South Sydney colours. And Nick Raven, very much an unabashed Bunny supporter. But I'll tell you what, at the moment, Steve Tran letting loose with the legs. And we saw there Crawford with a roundhouse right.
To get some applause from the crowd here too with that roundhouse right to show that he has got the skills.
Got the skills, but it didn't land on the money.
I think that's what everybody was pretty pleased about because they want to see a good contest here. And Tran, as you can see, keeping him low there and throwing the conventional style boxing punches through. Then there's the left turning kick.
It might be his biggest weapon, the arms. Tran very much an exponent of the legs at this stage, but Crawford very much landing lefts and rights almost at will upstairs to the head of Steve Tran. And there he is there, a nice right uppercut even from Dennis Crawford. And Tran is backed up into the corner.
Two front forward kicks there from Tran to try and get off the ropes there, but Crawford just keeps on coming in. He's hanging in on the top of Tran now. The referee comes in and splits these two up. There's the right turning kick there, and there's a good one too from Dennis Crawford there. Now that turns Tran back into the mid-ring, and he does a little skip and a lipsy-doodle and spins around, and once again they're caught in centre ring, these two.
In fact, it was a reverse backward side kick there from Steve Tran without trying to get too technical with you, Nick. Balmy weather here in the Northern Territory.
Absolutely magnificent conditions. Congratulations to Patterson and Player. They've done a fine job of getting this one together. Tui's on next with Murray. That's going to be a top stoush. This one now, the boy that's wearing the red and green is doing okay against Steve Tran at the present time. He's lighting him up with a few good shots. That's the end of round one, and it was a pretty good round for Dennis Crawford, but I think Steve Tran might just have it on points.
Well, Dennis Crawford, when he gets in close, it just seems to me that he might have the power upstairs in the arms to more than match it with Steve Tran, who is, as we said, the WKA World Karate Champion. And at the moment, the Canadian welterweight champion, Dennis Crawford, showing that he is more than a match for Tran. Oh, now Tran comes across the ring and lets loose with two absolutely vicious right legs. Now, hang a little moment here.
Himself tangled up in the ropes there, Mark, and they couldn't get out of there. Now, I would have taken advantage of that, but then again, that's not in the rules, is it?
Would you call that rope a dope?
Yeah, probably. Now, here's these two getting in close there, and a bit of sloppy holding taking place, and the referee once again breaks these two up. Round number two.
Dennis Crawford looks for the forward front kick, then lets loose with a left, and Tran goes down. Did it connect? I think it may have.
More of a push, really, I think, Mark, on that occasion.
Well, he looks a little bit slow to the feet.
He spun himself around and got himself a bit off balance. I don't think any damage was done in that exchange.
Tran gets out of the corner by letting loose with a side kick.
Oh, gee, I tell you what, if that had connected, that would have been the end of D. Crawford.
A backward roundhouse. And again, this is where Crawford tries to back up the opponent and let go with the lefts and rights. Throws them fairly straight. So Dennis Crawford, Steve.
You tend to be able to look to see whether Tran throws those kicks. When he does the turnaround, you can almost telegraph those. He's tending to give Crawford a bit of a chance. I don't think he's as quick as he wanted to be on some of those spinning kicks.
Does Tran look to be giving away some weight here to you?
Well, he does look a little bit on the slightly smaller side, doesn't he? And he's got his back turned now.
Look, he's in trouble here. No doubt in the world. Crawford had him stung twice early. And he's got him here again. In fact, Tran's in a bit of trouble, and I can see his corner yelling out. Back on the feet and get focused again. But at the moment, Dennis Crawford getting the business done in Darwin.
No box on is the call, and we're almost at the end of round number two here. Crawford will be pretty happy with the exchanges that he's been able to set up in this round. He's got to do plenty to hold on to this title, let me tell you. Gloves up with the call there from the referee.
The Canadian Crawford comes straight in again at Tran, lets loose with the left foot.
And connected too with that left foot. That certainly took its toll on Tran, and he tries to spin himself around again with that.
Well, No penalties for hitting the back of the head of an opponent, obviously, because as soon as Tran turned around, he copped one on the melon.
Stills come out. Crawford takes a seat. And this has been a pretty impressive second round. Round number 3 about to get underway here. There's the ice pack being administered to the right eye of Steve Tran.
He's got a nick there. He's got a nick under the left brow, Steve Tran. So Crawford will probably try and exploit that now. Crawford came in with a left-right leg combination. He copped one for his trouble, then continued to follow it up with a combination left-right.
He's getting off balance, Tran, and his kicks there, and it doesn't look like he's actually been taking a lot of punishment, but he's getting off balance. And if you just take a good close look at his style here, he's a little bit wayward, but he's pretty strong, Crawford. He just stands tall, and there's a good right hand there coming through from Tran, but once again, doubles up, and he's in trouble as Crawford comes in.
Notice Crawford a couple of times in this fight has let loose with a backhander, a vicious backhand.
Normally illegal.
There it is there, the right backhand.
Normally illegal in a normal boxing fight, but in kickboxing, oh, look, I tell you what, he's just gone down like a sack of potatoes, Tran.
Tran's in trouble. Tran's in trouble. I think we may nearly have seen the end of this one. The referee having a chat to him. He's saying no more. No more. I think this one's over.
Listen to the crowd here.
Yeah, it's over. An early night for Dennis Crawford, the Canadian champion. I'll tell you what, the people here in Darwin, don't they love it?
Okay, so there's your title.